Good morning to my favorite readers on YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about a book you guys probably already know, Looking for Alaska by John Green. Alright, so you guys are wondering if you guys should be reading Looking for Alaska by John Green. And first and foremost, if you have not read Looking for Alaska by John Green, you should probably be reading it right now instead of watching this video. Looking for Alaska is a young adult novel about a boy named Pudge who moves to a boarding school in Alabama. And here in Alabama, he meets a young girl named Alaska who he slowly starts to fall for. This right here is actually John Green's first novel, believe it or not. It reads as if he's had a long career writing novels, and it's beautiful and it's easily one of my favorite John Green novels. Some of the characters you're going to meet in this novel are some of the most unique and eye-capturing characters that you'll ever see in any other novel. You have the main character, Pudge, who's addicted to people's last and final words before they die. Then you have this girl named Alaska whose mysterious personality not only makes the plot more compelling, but also makes her more human. Is this a romance novel? Yes and no. There's romantic layers to make the plot a little bit more compelling, but is the main focus of the story going to be a boy falling in love with a girl named Alaska? And I would say no, it's not. It's about more or less about death and how we as young adults handle it. And that is probably one of the most fascinating things about Looking for Alaska, as a lot of novels focus on death as itself, but Looking for Alaska focuses on not of death, but how we as human beings handle death still being alive. And Looking for Alaska is not a very long novel. It's actually really short with only 220 pages. That's not really long. I actually read this novel in one sitting. But I actually went back a few times to read over it again and kind of analyze it in marks and spots that I fell in love with. So should you, bookworm, be reading this? Yes, you should, as the movie has been delayed a couple times. Yes, you, the reader, should be reading Looking for Alaska, as it's one of the best books a young adult can read. John Green's writing style is yet easy to comprehend, yet very fun to sit down and try to analyze the characters and their motives in the plot. It's really fun. It's a very complex and very beautiful story that I can read over and over and over again because of how beautiful and compelling it is. A lot of people would compare this novel to The Fault in Our Stars, and to me that's kind of unfair. The Fault in Our Stars focuses on a couple of different things than Looking for Alaska does, and Looking for Alaska really shines as John Green's better novel. While The Fault in Our Stars focuses more on the character and how fragile we are. They tell two different yet still compelling stories, but I really do have to side with Looking for Alaska being John Green's better novel that you should be reading. Thanks for watching. You subscribe below for more book recommendations, talks, and book reviews. And you can let me know in the comment section below your own favorite John Green novel. Thanks for watching. Keep your heads up and expectations great. Her father is actually in an elevator behind her. Her father. He's standing next to her with the fucking suitcase her size of a suitcase.